Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of SV Thunder Road. You'll have to excuse me, the voice is a little hoarse today. Allergies are really kicking in. But yeah guys, what in the world did we get ourselves into this time? Well, this is a 1974 Yamaha Enduro DT100. And she is a two-stroke, so unlike the old Moto 4 over here with her valve system and everything, a four-stroke, the Enduro here is just a two-stroke. So the top end just consists of the spark plug, the cylinder, and then I'm assuming a big old fat piston right here in the middle. We'll probably go into the difference between two-stroke and four-stroke later on in this series, but for now, just know she's a two-stroke. She is a kickstart. It feels like there's a little bit of compression in there. Don't want to do that too much before adding a little bit of oil in the cylinder there. And I don't think there was ever an electric start on here. You can put batteries in these things. I think those are mostly for operating the lights and the turn signals. You can get these street legal. This girl's obviously not. She's missing quite a few components to be street legal. I love the Enduro 100 emblem here. Still looks really nice and clean. The pipe is in really good condition here. None of the casings look damaged. Those are all in good shape. We still got the chain cover. Still a good amount of tension in that chain there too. Looks like there's still some life left on the sprocket here. I thought these were aluminum. Not 100% sure if this fender is aluminum. It's definitely metal. Got the original seat, says Yamaha on the back here. This seat is in fantastic condition. I'm not seeing any rip or tears on this side. Nothing really on the other side except for this one little tiny hole. Other than that, that is all I'm seeing on the seat, man. This seat is in really great shape. We got the oil tank here. We'll have a look at that a little bit later. And the gas tank here, I mean, look at this. This looks fantastic. The tank here is still really nice. A few dings here and there, but man, I think we're gonna be able to get this tank cleaned up really nice. Speedometer still looks good, screen's not cracked or busted or anything. Still have the key with the ignition. This is pretty cool, we have the front wheel lock so nobody can steal your bike. This headlight looks like it's still in really great shape as well. Just a few little rust spots here and there, but overall, man, not too bad. Plastic front fender, there's no chips, nothing's missing on that. This will clean up real nice as well. I'm not gonna complain about the tread on these tires either. Still a lot of life on these tires. I am not gonna complain about that. Rear brakes still work. The foot peg for it looks like it's a little bent up. Nothing we can't fix. And the front brake is working as well. I know that one's definitely working. I've already used it a few times. Got the petcock. That's not locked up. This gas line is pretty tough. We'll replace that, replace this filter. Carburetor has seen better days. We'll definitely give this carburetor a nice bath. So let's have a look under the seat here. So this is like a little cover that's busted. Looks like it broke off right here and on this corner right there. This is the battery housing where the battery would sit. Looks like they just connected the positive and negatives together. And it looks like we're missing the cap for the oil can, so we'll definitely have to track one of those down. I wouldn't think that would be too difficult to find. Get that kind of back on there. There. That's cool. It looks like it locks too, so the seat will lock. I love these old designs, man. So cool. Still have the tank cover that locks. Let's see. It should open. He opened it for me. There you go. Let's have a look inside. Let me grab a light. So right off the bat, we do have some rust here on the cap. Let's look in there. We'll be able to clean this out. Probably do the vinegar method. Yeah, not too bad. Very cool that this locking mechanism works. So a couple problems with her. The guy I bought it from, really nice guy. He did say that he wasn't able to get it in gear all the time, and I can see why that is. I'm not able, I can sometimes get it into first and second, sometimes I can't. I kind of have to like wiggle it and play around with it and everything, play with the clutch. Previous owner thinks that the friction plates on the clutch may need to be cleaned off, and that could be the issue with the clutch. But we obviously won't know until we kind of tear into this and do our investigation. But hopefully that doesn't end up being a huge issue. If all it needs is a clutch cleaning, then I'll be happy with that. And also the throttle cable is broken. So check this out. I've actually never seen this design before. Let's see. So the throttle cable comes down here. Oh, it's hard to see. So the throttle cable comes down to here, and then it comes into this splitter and it splits off. So we got one that goes into the carburetor, and then we've got one that is broken here, but that goes into this oil pump right here. With 2 strokes, you have to add a little bit of oil to your gas, because it's actually the gas and the oil that lubricate the whole system here. But with this design, which is pretty cool, you have the oil tank here, and so the oil's gravity fed into the pump here. And let's see, looks like it pumps right down into there. When you give it throttle, it opens the gas up and it opens the oil up. And then it ends up putting the right gas oil mixture into the machine. But so this cable is obviously busted. We'll have to remedy that situation. I'm sure we could probably order a new cable online. But yeah, so apparently it was owned by the same gentleman for years and years and years. And then it was given to the gentleman that I bought it from. And he's had it for about a little over a decade, he said. And he waited for his grandkids to get big enough to ride it, and they just don't have any interest in it. And with the clutch problems, throttle problems, he was just kind of done with it, time to sell. So SV Thunder Road to the rescue, huh? Yeah, he said most of its life was spent either in a garage or a barn, hidden away from the elements, and man, it shows. I mean, for a 1974, this bike is absolutely beautiful. There's not gonna be a whole lot of cosmetics that's gonna need to be done to this girl. I don't know what else to say right now other than this one is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna really enjoy this one. Also came with the original service manual. That's really cool. Nice. This will come in handy. And the original toolkit. So that is awesome. Yeah, guys, I think we're just gonna kind of go through our checklist and start at the top. I would say let's start off with giving her a little bath, but as you can see, she doesn't really need one. I think what we're gonna do, we know that we need a new throttle cable. We have to order that. The fuel line needs to be replaced. We need to take this carburetor out, give that a cleaning. And looks like we have an air box here. I'm assuming there's probably an air filter in here that may or may not have a mouse living inside of there, so we need to check that out. I do know currently that our oil pump is not working, so we need to look at that. We'll take the oil tank off, the fuel tank, the seat, probably take the muffler off. I mean, I think we're just gonna go ahead and start removing what we have to and kind of start knocking things off the list here. All right, y'all, I am super pumped to get started on this 1974 Yamaha Enduro DT100. Let's go.